हाय एवरीवन। वेलकम टू द डिजिटल एजुकेशन। सो भाई कैसे हैं आप सभी लोग? आई होप बहुत बेहतर होंगे। एंड चलिए भाई इस सेशन को स्टार्ट करते हैं। तो सबसे पहले तो यार हमारे पास एक बहुत बेहतर अपडेट है। जस्ट अ सेकेंड। वेट वेल मेरे माइक होगा। ओके। माइक इज नॉट नियर बाय करेंटली। ओके। चलिए। तो एक बहुत ही बेहतर अपडेट है हमारे पास। एक सेकेंड। हाय एवरीवन। वेलकम टू द डिजिटल एजुकेशन। सो भाई कैसे हैं आप सभी लोग? आई होप बहुत बेहतर होंगे। दिस साइड सार्थक गांधी फ्रॉम द डिजिटल एजुकेशन स्टार्टिंग दिस लेक्चर। आज का जो लेक्चर होने वाला है यार ये हमारा रिकॉर्डेड सेशन है। तो यार फुल लेक्चर को देखिएगा एंड आप अंडरस्टैंड कीजिएगा। ठीक है। जैसा कि पहले लेक्चर में यार जो हुआ था वो हमारा लाइव लेक्चर हुआ था। एंड मैंने उसमें यार आपको बताया था कि वी आर एंडिंग द कोलेबोरेशन विद माइक्रोसॉफ्ट। क्योंकि यार माइक्रोसॉफ्ट का जो अप्लाइड स्किल्स असेसमेंट है उसमें बहुत ज़्यादा एरर जा रही है ना। तो यार वो रिजॉल्व हो गया है। द थिंग इज जो असेसमेंट नेसेसिटी थी वो हमने रिमूव करवा दिया है उस कोर्स के अंदर से। एंड फ्रॉम एवरी पॉसिबल कोर्सेज। तो वी कैन get the collaboration from Microsoft Learn, and there will be limited and जो भी असेसमेंट्स होते हैं यार वहाँ पे मैं आपको हेल्प नहीं कर पाऊंगा। लेकिन जो भी लर्निंग पार्ट है जो मॉड्यूल असेसमेंट्स है वहाँ पे मैं आपको हेल्प कर सकता हूँ। ठीक है। अगर अचानक से ऐसा क्या हुआ कि व्हाई नॉट द अप्लाइड स्किल्स असेसमेंट, और जब तक वो नहीं देंगे तब तक फायदा ही क्या है, सर्टिफिकेट तो आएगा नहीं। तो इसीलिए मैंने सोचा है कि इससे अपन यार क्या करेंगे अब, कोलैबोरेशंस लिमिट करेंगे फ्रॉम माइक्रोसॉफ्ट, है ना। एंड व्हाट वी विल बी डूइंग इज व्हाट वी विल बी डूइंग इज हम जो है हम दूसरे प्लेटफॉर्म्स के साथ में कोलैबोरेशन करेंगे। उनके कोर्सेज हम यहाँ पे पढ़ा रहे होंगे। ठीक है। एंड बहुत मजा आपको आएगा इस जर्नी के अंदर। जैसे ही आपके पास यार सर्टिफिकेट आए, रियल टाइम प्रोजेक्ट्स आए एंड बहुत ही ज्यादा मजा आए। ठीक है। ओके। तो इस जर्नी में यार हमारे साथ में हो सकता है कई डिफरेंट डिफरेंट टीचर्स भी आए कोलैबोरेशन के लिए। मैंने ऑलरेडी अपने एंड से अपने जिस जिन जिन टीचरों के लिए डिमांड किया था उन टीचर्स को कोलैबोरेशन रिक्वेस्ट भेजी है। अब देखो यार जैसे अप्रूवल आता है तो वी विल बी कॉन्टेक्टिंग देम, है ना। तो चलिए भाई शुरुआत करते हैं इस सेशन का। ओके। एंड देखिए जैसे ही हमारा कनेक्ट होता है उन लोगों से तो हम आपको कंफर्म कर देंगे। अभी के लिए कोई कंफर्मेशन नहीं है। ठीक है। तो चलिए शुरुआत करते हैं। दिख रहा होगा आप सभी को यहाँ पे हमने इस वक्त तक क्या क्या कंप्लीट कर लिया। हमने एजर इंजीनियर एसोसिएट सेल्फ पेज लर्निंग दिस वी हैव कंप्लीटेड। देन इसके बाद not this whole. It has three parts, and one we have completed, that is developing computer vision solutions in Azure, that is deprecated format, and developing of the natural language solutions in Azure. Now we are on the last path, that is implementing the knowledge mining with the Azure AI search. How do we search in the Azure AI portal? So, in the last path, we have till now completed our creating an Azure AI search solutions. We have creating a custom skill for the Azure AI search. So we start with the introduction. The introduction clearly is just a revision for what we studied in the past till now, and what we need to study here. Okay, so I think you can grab a screenshot of the introduction and prepare it. Okay, what further I can do is I provide you a PPT, uh, but PPT providing is another time waste because the content is larger for it to be covered into a single presentation. So it's best if we cover if I explain you directly and provide you the direct link. So that I'll do in the description. I'll provide you this link. Okay. Meanwhile, to understand the web API, how does a web API work? Here, basically, what we're considering is the explanation of the web API. So, web API is a simple thing. Uh, this is our stack data folder. This is our this is stack data folder. What it is? I'll write here. This is stack data folder. Okay. In simple terms, we call this as in a stack data folder. Then next this is our document. This is our document. Document to web API conversion. Uh, this is written already. This is the document. This is what? This is document. And is document. Okay. Now, what is this? This is searching. Sorry, document settings. Document settings. This is document settings, and this is searching the document. Searching the document. Searching the document. Now, one conclusion is what we are studying here is uh, is Azure AI search. Now, how does Azure AI search works in it? Is a simple process that is known as first as in foreign Azure AI search. Whenever you create a flow or whenever inside the Azure AI portal, whenever something like a document or whenever something like a folder is being uploaded, that is the stack data folder. Or whenever you upload a document for let's say automation, Azure is simply the automation. That is, we want automation from a document. So we upload that folder in which the document is there, or the direct document. Okay, so this is the data or the data folder. Then we have the document to the web API conversion, like this format. Like for example, in a website, I upload a specific of a document, and when the website is presented to you, you see direct that documentation. You can read everything from here. You can take the screenshot, but you cannot download that document as it is. That is a security feature. Then we have the settings for that document. Uh, for example, you have finished reading of the documentation, understanding the things it involves. Now you wanted to give the test related to it. You want to generate your badge related to it or the certificate related to it. Again, you can do that very simply. Then searching of the document, simple as in any type of Microsoft 365 apps, the document searching works. That same pattern works in Azure AI Search. Okay, so I think the explanation is now easy. Kindly take a screenshot of this because I won't be able to post the screenshot of it directly. Okay, I'm not taking the screenshot. Or should I take the screenshot? Okay, I'll take. Done. Let's proceed further. I'll I'll just clear all drawings and let's proceed further. Now, what this module focuses on, we're going to cover implementing a custom skill for Azure AI Search, integrating a custom skill into Azure AI Search skill set. Then we have search index using a custom text classification model. Then we will have enrich a search index with an Azure machine learning custom skill. Okay, so we're going to cover these things. Kindly take a screenshot. Okay, let's continue. So, custom skill sheet. We'll start from a customer skill stream. Now, what is a custom skill? Custom skill is a dynamic skill which we add in our Azure portal. Okay, is a dynamic skill. For example, like in today's world, you can learn any sort of skill, right? Any, for example, you want to learn about AI agent, you want to learn about AI, you can learn anything. Okay, well, this has integrations with Azure, but many AI agent courses exist that do not have any integrations with Azure. For example, our next upcoming course is totally an agentic AI course, which you guys demanded. It is not at all related to any Azure thing. Okay, so let's start. Defining the custom skill sheet. Your custom skill must implement the expected scheme for input and output data that is expected by skills in Azure AI search skill set. Now the input scheme. For the input scheme, again we are given a JSON file format. Now how do we run this JSON file format? Let's check. Simply we go to the new tab and we search Microsoft Azure. Microsoft Azure. We select enter. We have the Azure portal. Uh, let's select Azure for free. It's taking some time to load. Let's get it loaded. Okay. This is redirecting. Yeah, it's loading. Check it in a minute. Now it's asking for my pin. Let's enter. Now this is entered my personal Azure account where I will be needing the subscription because here I do not have any subscriptions. Let's see if I have subscription because my personal account I haven't used in Azure since I created it. Okay. Yeah, I haven't. Use an existing subscription, not pay as you go. So here the Azure loading. Now what we'll do is switch directory. We have that was an unknown directory which was being loaded. That why it was showing empty. Now see, it has sent a request to my Authenticator app. Now what I'll do is I'll open the Authenticator app. I type this number displayed here and I'll approve it to yes. I approved it and let's see. Yeah, the sign in is complete. Now, there's a student ambassadors login. The student ambassadors login where I do not have any subscription. That's why it's showing empty. Elsewise, somewhere it shows a shell. Okay. What I'll do is switch to my college ID and I'll show you how that cell is shown. Okay. Now, switching to my college ID, I'll sign in with the account. Just a minute. Okay. And again has the approval request because that is the authentication method which is used. It also asked, is it you trying to sign in while approving? And just before approving, when you select yes, then it approves. Okay. Now see, here I have the subscriptions. Now here, earlier here, command shell used to show. Now, you guys must see that that is not showing, but here the function app is now showing. Okay. Now, what you can do is in more services, you can find some more services here, or when you go back, you can go to SQL databases, and there you can find that code shell. Okay. Okay. We'll apply offer and we applied that offer. Here we can just add the details, the basics, then the networking, then the security. Then we have the additional settings, then we have some tabs and the review and create. So then you will be having our basics, the review and create option. Then we can have that code shell. Also, while selecting these three dots, while just clicking on these three dots, you see the option of cloud shell here. That is what the code shell is. Now we're going here to the PowerShell. Now that is selecting our subscription, applying, or mount storage account. You can choose any. Then we select subscription for students. Uh, then just apply. Now here, the Cloud Shell request has started. It's just connecting the terminal, and once the connection is being established, what we can do is we can finally write our JSON code, which is given to us. Okay. See here. Okay. Now we can write that JSON code. Okay. Uh, Note that these details written over here should not be deleted, should be stayed as it is, because this indicates your valid subscription. Well, if you delete it, the cloud terminal will go to empty. The cloud terminal will go to empty, and we won't want that cloud terminal to go to empty. Okay. So that's how we create. Now we'll go here and we'll leave. Here also input and output is given. So on the basis of the codes, we'll receive some output from it. Now to add a custom skill, again the JSON code is given. Okay. Just need to copy and paste the code. There is nothing explanation in that. Okay. Now I think copy and paste तो यार आपसे easily बन जाएगा. Then custom text classification skill. You can use these these tools. You can search the Azure for these tools and you can use to store your data. We have again the JSON code, and even we can proceed without storing any data. Then own project language we can create. Then training your model. Just need to follow the steps. Azure function app, again we have codes to be followed. Nothing to explain here. Just need to follow these steps and then skill set editing, mapping, then machine learning, custom skill. You just need to follow the code. There is nothing to be explained as such. Okay. Just I provide you the link of the PPT at the end so you guys can visit. Okay. Or direct the path link. It's all will be given to you guys in description. Okay. Now this is the exercise which you can perform and practice. And then we have the module assessment, which needs to be completed as part of completing the path two. And first, I'll see the time of the video, time stamp of the recording. Okay, now here the timestamp is not visible even. That's the thing. Okay. Again, like the live session somewhat. Okay, just a minute. Okay. Okay. Now here the timestamp is showing or not. Let's see. Okay. It has option of including timestamp in the recording, not to show the timestamp. Okay, no worries. No worries, no worries. Now what we will do is we'll show captions too. Okay. So now let's continue back to our slide here where we can end this particular of the lecture. So we're going back to the module assessment and we're going to the completing of the module assessment. And after the completion of the module assessment, we'll return back to the summary and we'll complete that chapter two of the part two, followed by after completing of the chapter two, we'll be proceeding with the next lecture, that is chapter 3 and chapter 4, that will be coming very soon, and from the 5th to 8th also uh, it will be released very soon. Okay, so let's first end our chapter second and we'll provide you the recording of this session while I record for the chapter 3. Okay, so let's continue. For the module assessment answers, I'll provide the module assessment answers now. So the first ever question shows that you want to include an sentiment score for each document in a text. What you should do? Can you think? Can you think? Okay. What I'll do is I'll directly provide you the answer. Let's ask Copilot. So the Copilot suggests us the built-in sentence to the skill set used by the indexer. Okay. The built-in sentiment skills option is the correct option. So option 3 is the correct option or the option C. Okay. Which when you can what you can choose option 3 or option C. Now question number 2. Let's go on to the question number two. The question number two suggests you implemented a custom skill uh, as an Azure function. Now you want to include the custom skill in your Azure AI search indexing progress. Now what you should do? Come on, guys. Come on. Uh, what do you think the correct option should be? No worries. Let's ask Copilot. We'll select the question. We'll go to the Copilot or time frame available in Windows chat. And the Copilot suggests that the correct option is for the API skill to skill set. We reference the Azure Functions URL. The option correct is option A correct. Okay. So kindly take this screenshot. Now we move to the question number three and four finally. Question number three. When you create an Azure language project, if you let the model automatically split your training data, what percentage of the document will it use to train the model by default? So is it a 20% or the 50% or the 80%? What do you think? Come on, guys. I think it's 50%. Let's check whether it's 50% or not. And if not, then why? Because Azure language projects use 80% of the documents for training and remaining 20% for testing or validation when you let the model automatically split your data. So automatically split your training data, that is 20%. Okay. And for training, how much it is? Uh, Training, it is 80%. Okay. So the correct answer will be 20% and not the 80%. That's a logic you need to think of. Now, when you create an Azure machine learning custom skill, which type of endpoint does the URL have to use? The HTTPS, HTTP, or the FTP? The correct is HTTPS because it already used the security feature. Um, Now let's submit. Fourth is correct. Third is correct, and the first is correct. The second one, yes. Sorry, the third one. We did wrong in understanding. Let's see. When you create an Azure language project, if you let the model automatically split your training data, what percentage of document will it use to train the model by default? It is asking at the end, okay, that is 20%, but to train the model, it uses 80% of the data, not the 20%. That's where we did the wrong thing. So let's retry. Let's retake. C A C. Now let's submit. C. Question number fourth answer is A. Question number third is C. Question number second is A, and first is C. Okay. So now we have passed the module 100%. Now after that, we'll go to the summary. So this is the summary. This is what we studied for the custom skill using the Azure AI. Once we complete here, we have our certification. The certification is now we have here. We can share it on LinkedIn. So let's share our achievement as in a post. So we will be drafting a post for it and automatically see Microsoft Learn has drafted a post for it, added the link, and added what exactly we needed to add. And then actually for the Azure AI search, they have posted from our end. Now, this is the post where we have sent it. Now, if we go back to opening that path, it will show us that we have completed 2 out of 8 modules, and the remaining is 6 modules remaining. That is a 4 hour 15 minute remaining. If we complete that, then we have been completed here this path. Okay. So we have completed the two. Now we'll be moving next with creating a knowledge store with Azure AI Search. That is a small module we'll be completing. Now, of course, this is a small module. Now we'll be having a live session next. So the implementing advanced search features will be included with this, and then that will be again the big session. So 54 and 46, you can add the minutes. Then after these two modules will be this 37-minute module and this 1 hour 13-minute module that will combine into a one lecture. Then this 24-minute module and 21-minute coming module will combine into another lecture. Okay. So that's how we will be completing this path quickly. And the more quickly we complete this path, we will grab on to registering for the Microsoft Build 2026. And as we register for the Microsoft Build 2026, we will be declaring our this path completed, this plan completed A109, and then we will move on to the new courses as we planned and as we discussed. Okay, so do like this video, do share it with your friends, and do subscribe to my channel, Digitech Education. Thanks for watching, and this recording will be available to you by 11 p.m. Do not forget to watch it. Do not forget to like this video. Do not forget to share it and drop a nice comment if you watched it till the end, till here, so I could know that next lecture I need to release very soon. Thank you. Signing off, Mr. Sarthak Gandhi from uh, Rich J Education. Okay, so I'm signing off. Thank you.